Hello. Alright, looks like we've come up against the bash team we were always waiting for. And it's going to be Nurgle, which is, you know, traditionally not ideal. So far, they've just picked up block, but they do have an extra player, as do we. So, and they have their beast, all 4 warriors, 2 pestigors. Only 2 rerolls still, so they got a lot of money to spend. We'll see if they blow it on a wizard, or they might probably go brave and babe. I think that's what I would do, but some people prefer the wizards. I feel like do I recognize that name? I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's what I probably would have done as well, even though I don't really like bribes. I feel like overall you get more value from it. Alrighty. So this is game 4. We've had a pretty decent run so far. Partially due to concessions, or mostly due to concessions, I suppose you could say. This should be a tough game, but theoretically not crazy, unless, you know, I mean, a lot of it's going to depend on how their blocking goes. They're going on defense, which is relatively sensible because our passing game is shut down by their disturbing presence. And then blocking them is difficult because of foul appearance. We have a tackle that won't do us any good, so I'm glad I picked that up. We do have a guard though. So as it turns out, dodge would have been better, but you just never know what you come up against. I bet a lot of people don't take a lot of tackle just because there's so many bash teams in the league. And now I have to decide, are we willing to get somebody stuck on this guy? Alright, we do now have a thrower. Haven't really given us any good blitzes here either, so this is a good setup by our opponent. Well, we could go in and try and hit this, but I think that's a bit of a trap. As of right now, neither catcher is in one of the zones, so catching is easy enough, just in case. Well, that's changed things quite a lot. Oh, and we even caught the ball. I didn't even notice that. I'd need to hand it off before we get over there, though. I think what we're going to do is this. Don't want to leave the ball out here in the middle. Very nice. And we don't need to advance this crazy far because they'll just be recovering next turn. Well, what a start, eh? I mean, it's no guarantee that the game is ours, but it's taken a lot of the sting out of trying to get around them. I'm imagining we're going to see the blitz here, although we might see it here. Yeah. And then maybe he'll have to GFI. Okay, he got the... At least he got a good block there. He'd have to double GFI. He's gonna... He's probably just going to leave that. He's not. Okay. I am surprised. Yeah. This has gone horrific. I know this feeling. It's no consolation to him, but I know this feeling. Oh, this is my catcher. Okay. So he's got block, so we're going to try and use the wrestle. Very nice. I'm not going to play around too much here. Because things can go wrong very quickly, so... Or not, you know. I mean, things can still go wrong very quickly, but obviously getting a warrior out is pretty huge. Oh, he did. This is interesting. Okay, maybe I don't recognize this player because you'd never get this guy up first without getting one of these guys up because you get the 4+ really stupid, which he dodged, but still. Obviously, it's kind of hard to judge level of the other player when they've been screwed over so hard, but you can still have this start and win. Or draw. I mean, you know, we have to either stall this out or take it in and give them a drive. So this is by no means a done deal here. And then they have a whole extra half where they could try and push fast. Pesticles can go pretty fast. If they, you know, if they manage to get a few injuries. I mean, it's too early to give up, even though it's a sucky position. Gonna pop up there. We'll do that, so if we get just a push, we can just push them away. We will follow. Let's try and do this in a sensible order. So we can now push, or we can now knock over and follow. I don't know where this Mighty Blow has come in. Apparently we got 3 Mighty Blow with this team. I'll reroll at this stage. Because we already know that they rerolled as well. If they manage to get some decent pressure in on us, we will, you know, scoring is better than risking it too hard. But right now, obviously, it's taken them a while to catch up enough players to us, and we have 3 of them knocked out. If we're gonna score, one thing I would say is this. This would only matter if we had stolen the ball and it was air drive, because these guys will get 2 chances to come back if we score, if we do it now or on turn 8. So we're not gaining anything by scoring late in terms of these guys. Aside from, you know, potentially keeping them off the pitch during our drive, because if they all come back, obviously they have a better pressure on us. For longer, so they can probably get more hits in. Might be going to see a 1 dice here, I suspect. Probably take that. The stun is a little unfortunate for us, just because it means we need to bring in another assist if we want to get a 3 dice. Should have gone for the wrestle guy. Stay. Okay, now can we... I don't think I can get over there in a way that... Well, I could. I don't think I can get through, though. So we're not going to try and surf him in the end. Can we get this guy out? Yes. This is less likely. Okay. So, no, I'm not going to reroll that. So we did that because even though it means he's going to take a hit, it means one of these guys is staying further back, either of which is good. And now he has to decide, does he want to hit him again? And he does, which means both of these guys, who are probably two of his more dangerous players, are stuck back here rather than putting pressure on us, which we like. Probably bring this guy in up here. Yeah. I thought about moving this guy, and I may regret it when he dies. Oh, he might take that. He re-rolled it, but yeah, I think I'd have taken that. Well, I'd have moved these guys first. The pause there suggests that he may be saying something. So we're going to try and hit this guy and then hit this guy. Basically trying to keep him off. Oh, I meant to follow that. Oh well. Well, you can come up to here. Yeah, I think we have to take that, unfortunately. These guys absolutely forgot to put their armor on before the game. So, so there's two reasons really for stalling in this way, in the current circumstances. One is the usual, which is it gives them less time to score. And if you can stall all the way to turn 8, you pretty much, outside of unusual circumstances, just stop them from scoring on your half, which is obviously ideal. So that's the most common reason to do it. But the second reason, and more importantly for us in this game, because quite often, you know, that's seen as the bash way to go, is to try and stall it out till turn 8. That way your sneaky elf teams can't score on you. But for the elf teams, by doing this, we are minimizing the blocks that we take during this half as well, which minimizes our casualties. Because if you look at it, obviously this guy's going to take a block. but he's got a blitz and a block. If we were on defense against this team, right from the start, obviously we take 3 hits, but then he can also reposition his whole team in a way that he cannot hear to get more blocks on us. So that's why... that's the reason that we are stalling from our perspective. Initially to stop him scoring, but secondarily to... because we have... on the whole, we can maneuver the more favourable situations for blocking them back. So we're getting more blocks on him per turn than he's getting on us, which, once everything's switched around, is much more likely to swing the other way, especially if he gets all these guys back. That was a bold move. I like the aggression though, because if he can get him up here, he can maybe pressure us, you know, from his perspective, he can maybe pressure us to score faster. So I think what we're going to do here is try and stall out in this corner. Yeah, that was always going to happen at some point. Okay, that's not as good. So first things first, let's get the ball a touch safer. Oh, we've got you as well. Okay, that's a big help. If we can keep any of these... well, if we could keep 2 of these KOs out, that would be excellent. So we're going kind of in order of safety here. And by safety I mean like the most safe if they go horribly wrong to the least safe if they go horribly wrong. Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. See, we got like, what, 2 or 3 blocks there? Compared to the 1 block that he'll get here, and that's because we're maintaining our stall. And if he continues to move in on us, as long as we can clear him, which honestly there's no guarantee. Ooh, now we could try and pick these guys up. We might be looking to switch back the other way, because obviously he lacks some maneuverability. Could argue for bringing this guy back here to be able to activate this guy better, but... yeah, at the end of the game we need to remember that this is not surprising, because he's taken a lot with that guy. Okay, a little bit risky here. Let's pop another guy on to... Actually, let's do this first. Let's think about this logically. I thought about trying to surf this guy, but they're tough. Okay. So we'll scoot on over here. You are a blitzer, so I guess let's do this. Get our... we'll do this one first. Excellent. And then we can stay here as an assist, but allow our guard to come in on everybody else. Okay, I chose the right person to go there. That will not last. Oh, it did last. Huh. Misread that. I don't know what to say about this game, really. This is exactly the opposite way you'd expect it to go. I mean, whatever happens, they're a warrior down. It's just, yeah. Hey, how's it going? I don't know how to... We'll go with Merryweather. There's a lot going on in the name. How's it going there? We're not going to mess around, we're just going in. Yeah, those foul appearance rolls can really stack up on you all of a sudden after going well, so you can never be too, you know. Oh boy, yeah. See, okay, so now it's game back on. He is down 1, but you know he's got a very bashy team. As well as that half went, this game is still thoroughly on. Hopefully I remember to bring him on, but I'm gonna switch out our leveled catcher, and for some reason it decided to put a blitzer as well. Oh boy. I hate taking all this time up. 0, 0, 0. Okay. Just need to remember to bring that catcher back on. Yeah, I assume he's playing for the tie. It's certainly not likely to be game on for anything else, but I feel like if he plays it tight, a tie is very doable. Now he is... you can't see it now, but he's running on 2 rerolls, so it's not going to be easy, I think. But you know, like you say, if he gets some good blocks here, if he takes 1 or 2 of these guys out, and then on turn 9 at the beginning of his drive takes a couple more out, you know, a tie could be extremely doable. So it's never over till it's over, even if you have a ridiculously good half, which is why I'm always, you know, always a little surprised at how early people are willing to concede. So what did he get back? He is... Okay, so he's still missing a Pestigore. It would be great if that guy stays out, because then he only has the 1 good ball handler. Yeah, it really has. Obviously, I've only played a few games, but it has really been a concession fest, and it sounds like that is not just our experience. I don't know what's going on. The one guy that conceded against me, it looked like he'd probably already conceded a couple times, and that was on the first day. It was like he was trying to get banned instantly. I didn't really understand that. Probably wanted to... Yeah, that makes sense. Then he can get another hit in with this guy. Oh. He can blitz him as well. He just wants the 3 dice here. No dice on that, but he can 2 dice it to, or push it here, bring somebody around for 2 dice. He probably does want to get a foul in, so he's going to be hoping that everybody else gets knocked over here, because the more, oh dear. The more guys he wastes on knocking us over, the less guys he has to foul. Oh, there was a sale on Blood Bowl too? Yeah, it could be new players for sure. It's, you know, it is a game, you still got to blitz. Okay, you remember the blitz. It's a game that's extremely unforgiving, especially to new players. It's unforgiving to old players as well. But I can imagine, you know, the tilt factor is strong. And this game, this guy, even though I feel like he's not super experienced, you know, it's been kind of hard to tell that in a way, because he got so heavily screwed over by the kickoff result and injury rolls thereafter that it's really hard to say for sure. Maybe I should leave him off. I'm gonna leave him off. We'll see if that's a big old mistake, but we're on defense. Armor value 8, probably worth keeping around. And we still got 1 catcher. You know what? The throw is not as important at this stage either, so we'll just do this. Yeah, it's fresh Nurgle, and he got we got a pitch invasion that pretty much put like an entire side and more and his front line down. So I was able to run around him on turn 1, which kind of took a lot of the sting out of it. Yeah, everybody here was down. I think everybody over here was down, and the ball went straight to my blitzer who was here. So I just ran over, handed it off to the catcher, and I was behind him on turn, you know, by turn 2. And then I proceeded to KO 4 of his guys and eventually injure 1, which is just not the way you expect it to go. Yeah. Yeah, the pitch invasion was not cool. Especially on such a slow team. It kind of meant that the first half was somewhat decided before. Okay, I guess we just try and get guys away from the guys with block or the beast for the most part, and then we'll try and could apply a little bit of pressure here. I'm not going to go crazy though, because as soon as you do, everything goes wrong. Spread these guys a touch so that he can't kind of get the beast on everybody. But yeah, I mean, the pitch invasion, he could kind of decided the first half. The injuries were just the sort of icing on the cake. I could tell there were a couple times where, you know, he would get a KO and just leave the timer to run down, that he was just either typing something or just kind of head in hands. The nice thing about having the chat turned off is that you can just, you know, pretend they were saying, "Oh, what a bother." Stuns I'm good with all day. If we can, we're going to try and work on the rotters. But, you know, we may not get much of a choice. Yeah, stuns here are fine, because by the time he gets back down, these guys are back up. So I'll take stuns on the initial hits any day. Oh, don't do that. That's better. Because then you could move your beast in like here and actually tie up a bunch of guys. Losing is fine, losing to a salty dog tilts me. Yeah. So I would bring this guy in here, I think. And then probably pull a couple more rotters kind of into the vicinity of this, just because this is unreliable. And then he ties up a bunch of our midfield. The thing with Nurgle is playing the 2 rerolls, which I would as well, but playing the 2 rerolls is just opening... Oh, now he can get 4 guys if he comes in here. Okay. The 2 rerolls is just very hard on them. He's being sensible and blitzing with his block at least. But even so, I think all of his rerolls went on both downs skulls, which is kind of what you expect. No, you know what? I think he actually used one on the GFI that wasn't worth it early on. I think he did burn his rerolls a little fast. Yeah, they are so expensive. And the thing is, the Pestigors are like the lifeblood of the team. So the fact that you either have to sacrifice a warrior or even more of your Pestigors, because you start with what, 1 or 2? It's just not cool. Only good Nurgle starts you've had were multiple Pestigors and get the Beast later. Yeah, I think Beast later is the way to go, even though he can be very useful early on. Okay, theoretically I could break through here. I mean, I could go up through the middle, but can anybody... I don't think anybody that's in the middle can actually make the most of that. I'd like to pressure it a bit, though. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and put somebody at least in the backfield. I don't want to completely let him off for this. I guess I could bring that guy around and that'd be putting somebody in the backfield, but what we're going to do is try and send the catch around. Excellent. Do we put him on the ball? No. I don't want to make him the go-to guy to hit. Let's pop the blitz around there as well. I mean, theoretically I could do that and then try and throw it to him, but I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. I do think I'm going to try and dodge though. Okay. Do I try and one dice this? Oh. No, I think we just try and get away. And I think I'm actually just going to leave this guy down. These guys can get back up next turn. Means that this guy has to make a decision if he wants to push towards the edge of the field or keep these guys tied up. Maybe I'm playing too cautious here. It's always hard to know. I think full warriors plus beast plus 2 rerolls leaves you absolute maximum of 1 Pestigor on it. Yeah. Yeah, Pestigors are, at least in my Nurgle experience, Pestigors are the stars of the team. Obviously the workhorses are the Nurgle warriors, but the Pestigors give you all of your speed and your a large degree of your ball handling. So like the slowness that they come in with hurts. They're also your best blitzers, to be honest. So yeah, trying to get up to 4 of them as fast as possible to me is somewhat essential. Okay, that one he's going to re-roll. So I guess he's just going to cage up here and we might be looking at some traditional elf screening. I guess we'll see. He's one guy down currently, but that could change very fast. Yeah, usually, from what I remember, I get one killer. So, you know, the old block slash... Oh, going for the... Okay, it worked out. So, you know, block... Claw palm. Okay. Stun's okay, that leaves him in the backfield for later shenanigans. And then I get one ball handler with sure hands, block, and maybe dodge. And then the rest. I mean, obviously block, and then see how you feel. Probably a backup killer. My third one gets tackle after block. Gotta decide what to do here. It's not obvious. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is try and pen him in. Keep him as stationary as possible for the moment. Let's pop you here. And let's see. Do I dare? Because I'm going to blitz here, or attempt to. Give me a 1 dice. I guess I dare. Okay, here comes the 1. Nope. I'll take a push. When they... Nurgle warriors are really nice to get stand firm on. Okay, that's excellent. We will push him back in. We'll just kind of try and keep him in this area as best as possible. Oh, if I follow that. Just realized I get a 2 dice. Okay, that's really, really, really good. Didn't even think about that. So we're going to push him here and just try and keep him locked in. Okay, they might try and push this way, but if they do, they're going to start leaving guys behind. Yeah, your Pestigor, if you don't have Pestigors, once teams get past you, you're done. Ideally, it's really nice to get one with like an extra movement block tackle, and just use them as a sweeper, and if they can get dodge as well, all the better. They really are the stars. And then the warriors, it's just the usuals. Block immediately, and then a combo with probably guard, maybe mighty blow, although I'd potentially argue guard is better. Okay, there's the first injury. So it looks like he is going to move down into the space. If he moves this guy down here, he'll actually have a nice... Yeah, that makes more sense, because these guys only move 4. Block guard, stand firm. Exactly, block guard, stand firm. Because with the stand firm and they're sometimes not getting hit, it just makes them super annoying. And the strength 4, the high armor value. If you can throw in some dodge on a double. I mean, Mighty Blow is great, but I'd be more tempted to leave that to the Pestigors, who are going to be blitzing all the time. Maybe 1 or 2? It depends if you want to play Killy, or if you want to play, you know, a bit less aggro. So yeah, this is pretty good movement play by him. Is he gonna GFI this? Oh no, he's not 2 dice anyway. So right now we're on even players. If he gets this guy down, we're down one, and then we could be very much looking at a draw here. There he goes. So now we really need to start working on these guys. We do have one block immediately. Oh, I can use him. Okay, that's nice. Where am I gonna blitz here? Do I do this as my blitz? That's not the best blitz ever. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, he can't really get round for one. This isn't the most elf screen, I'll admit. Yeah, if he stays there, that'd be great, but even if he doesn't. Okay, there we go. No dice on the injury, but it does let us kind of reposition this guy back into a more useful position. And we have like a little blob around him, which is what you can hope for. The beast probably will come back in here. You know what? I could attempt this. Okay. It kind of feels like there's not... Oh! He let him go. Interesting. Now I have a decision to make. Well, you know what? He'd have knocked him over and moved this guy over anyways, so... We're going to let that one go. That was part of the reason for dodging him, because he was going to get a free hit. Ooh, that's nice. You can't re-roll that. Okay, so he remains stuck to the left for the moment, and now he has to decide if he wants to move this guy or keep him on the beast. So that's potentially two guys stuck over here for the turn. So I don't think he's moving very far this turn. Oh, he's trying to reposition? He doesn't have a lot of speed though, so it'd be interesting to see what he can get through here. Without GFIing. Oh, he's not... Okay, he's not repositioning. He's just making a gentle maneuver. I mean, it's pretty sensible. You know, I think I'd be worried about time at this stage, but these guys can run. I mean, he's potentially only two turns from the end zone. If he can find a way to break out. I think I'd be tempted to bring this guy here. Because then he maintains, or here, because then he maintains contact, but ties somebody up. Oh yeah, he's got fouls as well. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and try and hit this guy. I didn't really think that through. Well, you know what, I guess... Yeah, now I'm just leaving him attached to the guy he wants him left. You know what, we'll do this. Yeah, that wasn't the best move ever. He does want to come this way, so I'll just go here. Now this guy's stuck as well. Yeah, that was... Don't ask what I was thinking there. Giving him more free hits here. Yeah. I thought about doing a 3+ dodge this way and then just one dicing here, but it still doesn't really protect the catcher. So it looks like he's trying to reconsolidate with his beast, which makes sense. But obviously we do have a couple of guys here still in the vicinity. It's going to come down to... it's going to come down to... if he can make a big enough breakthrough with enough guys to support, right? Because we probably end up having enough guys behind the ball to be able to make a blitz on him, unless he can, like, you know, sort of screen him off somehow. Our goal is going to be to have enough guys in front of the ball that he can't get that many through, because speed-wise, his max is 5 outside of the ball carrier. Ah. The joys of using block. He'll get some value out of that. This guy's now stuck, for what that's worth. But he can kind of push up here, although he won't want his ball carrier on both of these guys. Okay, the beast is in action again. So maybe he's going to come down into here. Could potentially use this guy down here and screen us off a bit. But he will get separated from his warriors some. It's not a bad idea though, because time's running out. I think I'd be tempted. So this guy comes here. This guy comes... Oh, he's in his own way. Yeah. Yeah, that kills the movement. If these guys were split apart, this guy could come through. This guy could kind of come and sit on this end. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was going to be able to make a big move there, but I don't think he's going to. Fouling this guy, I guess. Well, obviously, if it doesn't work, then we probably are able to get a one dicer in here. So it's imperative that it does work. It's got a good high percentage on this. Oh, only 58 actually. Oh, because 2 of the assists are being blocked off. Okay, so the one dice is on. Oh, or it will be anyway. All I need to do is stand up this guy and this guy. Wish I could get guard in there. I need some leap on that guard. 5+ block for glory, exactly. I'm going to call it a 4+ block because I'll take it both down here. You can come in. I need to try and think this through a little bit in case it doesn't work. Oh boy. If it doesn't work, we're in a bit of trouble. Because he can definitely get a move on. I can get a 1 dice here. Oh, could I have found a way to get my guard in a good place? I don't think I could. I think this seems worth it though. Despite not getting me an extra assist. Okay, okay. Do I want to leave everybody else where they're at? I think so. Oh, hey, Kilted. Sorry, yeah, I have the chat turned off. Just for the occasional bad situation. I have been saying, in fairness, that the game has screwed you over multiple times. Well, really, it was the first half that... Whoa! Okay. It was the first half that really was not cool. The second half has been a bit more normal. Yeah, that rotter has lived up to his name there. But yeah, that what would you call it? The pitch invasion, it just completely killed the first half for you. And then your armor proceeded to completely not work the rest of the half. I was saying the whole time, I was like, I don't know whether this guy plays a lot or not, because ultimately he hasn't really had a lot to do in the first half. Oh, is my stream being weird? Okay, it looks okay. Yeah, the Nurgle warriors getting KO'd and taken out, that's just not... I was saying that my guys apparently came with some hidden mighty blow. I mean, High Elves versus, like, early High Elves versus early Nurgle is probably fair to say that Nurgle should struggle, because obviously you haven't got the skills in place, but they're struggling, and then there's just, like, the game being horrible. Yeah, I said at the beginning, I was like, I feel like I recognize the name, but I don't know, like I don't play in leagues, not because I don't want to, but just, you know, it's difficult for time arranging and whatnot, but I do play a lot in the Champions Ladder, so I may have run into you before. But yeah, Nurgle are an interesting one. I keep wanting to play them again, but they're so the early Nurgle is so painful that I haven't been able to bring myself to do it. You also did roll some pretty scully dice in the first half as well. Well, this has got interesting all of a sudden. Okay, so I think what we're looking at is you're getting up. You're getting up. Are you getting up? I think you should. Are you willing to do this, catcher? Okay. Is there a better way to do this? Nope. Don't double skull me. Oh, it's still on. Okay, so that being the case, got a 1 dice there. Doesn't really help me any. Ah, boy. Where are you going? I guess you're just gonna go here. And I think we're gonna stop there and see what happens. Oh yeah, I have a challenge each season. One of the leagues I play, we do 15 games of a race and the winner picks race for next season. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd really love to play in a league. I just always worry about the fact that you are kind of scheduled. In theory, I could do it, but yeah. Yeah, I like high elves a lot. They're not my go-to elves are dark elves, but I do like high elves. Obviously, they're like probably the least flamboyant of the elves, so I tend to go for other ones. I was going to say your beast hasn't been behaving much, but he's been isolated a lot as well, which is unfortunate. And overall, you've definitely had the worst of the armor and the worst of the kickoff results. This guy got really trapped up by that really stupid roll. I think High Elves are one of those teams that can look absolutely magnificent if they don't break. Catches, like the High Elf catches, might be my favorite catches in the game. Oh boy. We'll attempt an Apo. Okay. A dead to a groin strain is pretty good doctoring, you gotta say. Okay, you can't theoretically get in, you can't theoretically get in. None of us can theoretically get in. Oh, well, that's not entirely true. I guess we'll put you up here just in case. They get so expensive so quickly? Yeah, they do. Oh, I forgot about you. Well, don't think there's any chain push shenanigans that I can see, so... Oh. Especially not now. Yeah, I played Kislev last season, just for a real change-up, and talk about getting expensive soon. I mean... They were very fun, but boy do they get expensive fast. Yeah, good game, Kilted. Better luck next time. Hopefully against somebody else. Because, you know, I can't have this luck two games in a row. No, it was, I mean, honestly, that first half was decided instantly, and so the second half, it was really just you know, a hope that you could break armor fast and sort of like push in for a draw, which is never the most exciting prospect. And my armor didn't break as fast as it probably it'll break at the end here. That's what I know when I play bash teams. That's what normally happens. The other team dies at the end, and you look at the dice, you know, like the dice analysis, and it's like, well, that's not entirely how it went down. It looks like I splattered their team, but really, it was all far too late. Oh, Beast doing what he does. Okay, I'll take the stun. I guess we'll attempt the shenanigan touchdown. We'll probably just do like a one dicer in here and see what happens. Oh no, our guard is just in the right place. You know what? Let's try that. All right. Let's go this way. I can't follow. A draw is an early Nurgle win. Yeah. That's fair. Okay, it's still technically on, although this isn't the easiest situation in the world. But that's my own fault for pushing it into the middle of all you guys. Esther up for glory, or do I try and... Okay, this seems a lot more sensible. But yeah, for sure, better luck in your next game. I actually quite like Nurgle. They're more fun to me than Chaos. Apparently we're just gonna high off this to the max, which probably means doing all of that and then falling over the line here. No. A completely undeserved second touchdown there, but that's elves for you. Apparently they all want to... It was disgusting. And, I mean, the crazy thing is that shows you... Like, if that had been like a 1-1 draw at that point, and then we'd snuck the win with that, then it would truly be disgusting. And I've been on both ends of that many times. It's glorious when you're the elves, but it's just so cruel when you're not. Okay, that guy was okay, right? Okay, just a miss next, so him getting MVP is not bad. And our throw got MVP, which is actually perfect. The other thing is, you know that touchdown works so much easier when you don't need it so much. Like, we just went for that because, I mean, we didn't... If we had desperately needed it, he'd have tripped over that line at the end. But yeah, there's not much to analyze there, really. And this is why I still maintain that I'm not entirely fond of the way kickoff results work, although somebody was telling me, I can't remember if it was you, Mary, that that they are going to lessen the impact of the kickoff results. I think they're dropping a lot of things to like D3 guys fall over or something like that anyway, which I think I'm in favor of. Alright, who should we level up first? Our Blitzer, I guess? Ooh, that's not the... I think we're going to dodge that one. A little crazy part of me wants to put Frenzy, but I think we're going to dodge. It would have 100% been Mighty Blow. Blitz is 1 plus D3 guys can move. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all in favor of them curtailing it a little bit, because this was an excellent example of a game where it effectively ruined the game. Like, if only a few guys fall over there, you know, that's somewhat recoverable. But when, like, I don't know, probably at least over 50% of his guys, I didn't count, fall over, then that just sucks. Oh no. Well, I've got to, don't I? Well, that's pretty much signing his death his death there. But oh, until he dies, he'll be magnificent. I do love an agility 5 catcher, on the high elves especially. If he can get blodge, if he can make it to blodge, then he is going to be a superstar. Throw. I'm just looking for block here. Okay, we got it. I think some people prefer to give him like a accurate right off the bat or something like that. I prefer the block because you don't really want to be doing the long throws. You can do, but if you are doing the long throws, you know, generally it's because you're not in an ideal position, whereas block will keep him on the field. That's kind of how I look at it, and make him more useful on defense. Yeah, he may be the star of the team if he lives. I've had some Agi 5 high elf catchers before, and they are beautiful things. I may even be tempted to get him dodge first, because then obviously he can do those crazy dodge throughs and whatnot. You know, even makes him a much better one-turner as well. So we'll see. I mean, he may die before he gets to that. Okay, do I go second wrestle or do I go block? I think I'm going block. I will get another wrestle, but knocking the other team over is nice. And we, you know, obviously, unlike Dark Elves, we do not get very much in the way of starting block. At some point, I could think about kick, but it's not really top of the list of my priorities. I might be ridiculous and get kick on the thrower. But yeah, that gives us 3 block and 4 block now. Because yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, we're missing our wrestle next time, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. We won't be facing dwarfs or something. Record maintained, which is nice. I went into that one a little worried, but obviously it was a bash team that had not got its bash yet, so not too bad. And yeah, I think that's me done for today, because I have plans later. Yeah, it really is. I mean, elves are generally pretty good off the bat, but the team has got the skills you want already. The double for the guard is great. I think the only thing I'd switch out is maybe if I'd probably switch that out for a mighty blow if it became available. But that said, I'd almost rather that this guy got it, because then you got to decide who do I blitz with and then you've got to give them both tackle, which I may well do. But, you know. But yeah, outside of that, this is set up very nicely. I'm happy with the 12. I do like extra catches, but honestly, just to keep team value down, I might keep it like this for the moment. And see how we go. But yeah, I'm going to disappear for now. And just be surprised that went as well as it did. Thanks for watching along, Merryweather, through the highs and the highs, because the game decided I should win that regardless of what I did. So I'm sure it'll be back to bite me. That's how the game works. You get on these highs and you're like, this is the best game ever. But we'll ride it while we can. And yeah, I'll catch you for the next one. And bye for now.